Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Forced out to his left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They go play action now. Lawrence got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. Oh, some strong running. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Meanwhile, Dak's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tyron Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. It's Lawrence. And a quick throw here that's complete. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 16. Now Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Osa Odighizuwa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Lawrence will throw. Wide open receiver, complete. A heck of a play there, but amazingly they're still short for 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And
there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense. They get to turn it back to their offense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Got a man, it's Brown. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence over the middle. He gets it to Gibson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. A first down throw for Prescott. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Washington. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Again, it's Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Prescott on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 10, Prescott, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Prescott now. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This one swung out here to Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They're going on fourth down. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Dak. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
31's the mic. Ricky. 31's the mic. He don't know no better. 31's the mic.
Here's Prescott. He's got Johnson, and he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Dak. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker. From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Prescott. He finds his man Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think? No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you. So for Washington, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next